We said I would put it this.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call the special meeting to order. Roll call, please, Molly.
Trustee Ertz. Here. Trustee Dorigo.
Here.
Trustee Stroud.
Here.
Trustee Millet.
Here.
Mayor Jarvis.
Here. New business. Does, Trustee Eric want to take this over, or?
Sure. We're here today, there's a grant that came across Gregor's desk that is for water meters. It's a 75-25 split. We're doing this tonight because the grant application has to be in, I believe, February 12th, or whatever that, or maybe the 13th, that Thursday or Friday. So it's an easy grant for him to work because we already have the information needed, so it'll be easy for him to just pull the pieces out of our water report that's being done. It's also was a wish list item for the water department last year for budget season, and at that point Pat received 3 estimates for water meters. The particular brand and style he liked came in at $169,000. So I just, Gregor obviously will have a better notion of dollar-wise, but I would say in a year's time it's probably gone up to $200,000. I can't imagine much more than that. So I think that this is a good opportunity. Our accountant believes that it would be foolish to pass it up since we do need new water meters, and it will save a lot of time from here on out as far as collecting water amounts and numbers, because it will just come into his computer and nobody has to go door to door and walk around anymore.
And another advantage is if we have a
Village office.
leak,
Good
then
evening.
we don't have to
How you
wait
doing,
until
it's Gregor?
the end of the
Gregor, how
month.
you doing, pal?
Good,
By the end of
is
the
the
billing
video
period.
down? I've been trying to get on the YouTube channel and it won't, video won't come up.
It says it's working, but. Sorry, Gregor, it says it's working, but,
Oh, does it? Okay.
yep.
Yeah, maybe it's on my end tonight. For some reason it won't bring up the video.
Okay.
Well, Gregor, I just explained to him the gist of the grant, that it needs to be done very quickly. It's a great opportunity. It's definitely a need for this village. So I guess the question is, do you have an idea of a dollar amount, or does anybody here have a question about it before we let them go forward?
Yeah, so, just to review, the deadline is February 12th for this program.
Okay.
Thomas says it's working.
And McDowell says
the
it-
funding for this program is up to 75% of eligible project costs.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the eligible items for this program is water meter replacement. And I know the village has been looking for funding sources for a number of years to replace the existing meters in the village. So this program will replace existing broken or malfunctioning water meters, or will upgrade existing meters with automatic reading systems. And based on discussions with Pat, he was very interested in both replacing meters and considering an automatic reading system. So currently, I'm sure everyone knows, meters are read by an individual walking home to home, business to business, to read the meters, record what the reading is, and then it's brought back to Molly and Molly can explain what she does from that point. I assume it's all manually inputted into the system, and bills are developed from that. So I sent Molly just an email proposal. Was that provided?
Yes, they all have a copy, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So with this program, it requires an engineering report.
Of course.
So in the proposal, I included, we're gonna have to take information from the comprehensive report and develop a report just for this program that includes the meter replacements and the automatic reading equipment. So the proposal includes developing a report just for this program and also includes a fee proposal for completing the application.
And this is for approximately 600 meters?
Pat says 600. It would seem like if you're gonna go through all this effort, you would give everybody this new meter so it can be read here and read by Pat. Might be able to pick up leaks sooner because you can just look at the computer. Maybe it throws up a red flag. I'm
It
not
does.
sure about the program itself, but I would imagine in this day and age, it does all of it.
Mhm.
What it'll do is it'll help us if we have a water break. And then they aren't waiting until somebody either calls it in, or if we did a reading today and nobody's in the house for 30 days, that next, if they have a water break, we're not gonna know for 30 days. This way it'll alarm us. It'll
Any
pop up
high
and
or
tell
low
us.
reads, it'll flag it and automatically flash on a computer screen to him saying, you know, check this, or,
So we were fortunate last week, they read the meters the week before.
Right.
And Molly and I were talking about one of the readings, and so we sent them back out to read the meter again on Friday. And in 7 days, one house used 57,000 gallons of water.
Wow.
Problem.
yeah.
And that wouldn't happen.
So it benefits everyone in this community.
Then people would come to us all the time about complaining about their
And our
water break is
water.
a third fault and stuff, we'd know ahead of time.
Save on the time of walking the village.
Almost 2 weeks' time. By the time, it takes probably 4 to 5 days for them to read, and they bring it to me. I enter everything he gives me on those books on a sheet, then I enter them into the computer. And then Erica and I double check those numbers we put in to alleviate calls, and then the guys go back out, any misreads, high reads, no reads, we flag. And then we make a spreadsheet for the guys telling them you may have bad meters. So you're talking, you know, and then we do our bills and put them out. So it takes us 2 weeks almost to do water bills right now.
Yeah, Gregor, you're on there,
Yeah,
Just
the
the-
only thing is I can't hear very well. I don't know if it's because of the,
Let me see if I can get this.
just the opposite. We'll say that one of the meters are bad and it's not reading the water
Okay.
well. Would it work that way also? You know, in other words, like, have cases where the meters stop working and it slows down, would it would
Yes.
let us know early on that also?
yeah, there's a lot of alarms, that can be used on the meters, especially with the automatic systems.
Yeah.
They can, depending on the meter, they can be set, if you have continuous flow for a certain amount of time, which would tell you that you have a leak.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear what you said, Shouki.
It doesn't matter. Thomas just answered me. He said yes.
Will these do AUDs, or I mean,
So I
EDUs?
spoke to Pat about EDUs, and Pat said, so bring it back to like reality. If we have a house and it has 3 apartments, and right now it currently has 1 meter, it will still have 1 new meter. They will be charged 3 EDUs. We're not, if, as Pat said, think about it. All those houses would have to be replumbed to hook to a meter. So people are not gonna do that to all these old houses, and, I mean, obviously, new construction, you can put in, you know, if you're making 2 apartment, you put 2 meters in, but we're not you're just gonna charge people EDU.
Mhm.
I think we're already working on the EDU situation right now.
Correct.
It won't change the
No.
meter amount.
No, it
We need
shouldn't.
600 meters, we still need 600
It's
meters.
only one water line coming in.
Yes,
That, how many meters we got out there right now, 600?
if that's what Pat said.
Probably close to 600.
597 maybe, I mean, we're close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will
I
pull
think
that,
what Pat developed was approximately 600 meters. Most are standard residentials, but he had a couple of larger meters on there too.
Will we be able to sell our old ones?
You say so?
Scrap.
yeah.
Junk. Scrap
To a
metal.
museum?
Yeah.
Museum.
Greg, are we thinking about maybe, buying a few extras with, once we get, if this grant goes through, so if we get new houses or something, one of them break down or something?
Yeah, I think that's definitely an option to purchase a few extra. That shouldn't be an issue.
Alright.
Yeah, because we have other, believe it or not, we got other construction that's gonna happen in the village anyway. I mean, right down there on Anthony Street, there's gonna be 3 new houses down there. There's gonna be 2 new places over by, the Ledges. They're building them right now, so.
Yeah, like you said, we definitely should have some extras on hand.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
definitely.
we should include, meters for the town, those, town meters too. We gotta figure those in there.
The master meters?
Master meters,
We're
yeah.
not, it is, this doesn't include master meters, correct?
It
No, it's
should.
my understanding that, the meters that Pat has provided is strictly for the village. We'd have to look at your IMAs again, Shooky. It may be, if you needed a new master meter, there may be an option for the town to actually purchase that.
Thomas says they are. Okay,
We can check that, yep,
yeah, we'll check.
Okay.
okay. Any other questions for Gregor, any other questions for us?
No, I don't think so. It just, it sounds like everyone's in favor of moving forward. Biggest thing is I'll just need a definite on that so that we can get going with the deadline, just a few
Now.
weeks away. It's,
The water department
We have to get
really doesn't
everything
have the
together.
money
Yeah.
to put the money up, right?
Not at this
So
time.
we'd have to take that out in general and then bill them back for the water. And
Or
then,
into the new budget, it all
Yeah.
depends when they come.
and then we could do a lot of the work off by labor, putting our own meters in, so by the time we're done, I figured, what was the cost on that? Any idea right now, approximately?
Roughly $200,000.
300?
200.
200? So you're talking 50,000, I mean, it wouldn't take long to work your money back labor-wise, putting those all in.
Gregor,
Versus,
yes,
do you have a timeline of when that funding may be available?
the GIGP,
Correct.
it's, as far as making an actual announcement on it.
Yeah, like an announcement, a decision, yes.
No, they haven't, indicated how long it'll take to review it. Probably will depend on how many submissions they have.
Okay, all right.
I wouldn't, expect anything until, at least probably summer,
Okay.
midsummer.
Okay.
So then, I'm just thinking budget-wise, we could actually try to pull some of this funding into our water budget for this year. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and the other thing, for this, I think I heard Shooky mention doing the installations,
Uh-huh.
the village staff do it. So, right now, we are looking at including the cost to have a contractor do it.
Mhm.
But that doesn't mean you couldn't consider scaling that back if the village decides to do it.
Right.
I guess the big thing is getting the total cost in there so that if, by chance a contractor was doing it, at least the budget's there for that. A lot easier to scale down than, once you have an award, you can't scale back up.
Okay. That's
Okay.
good, that's good, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think Julie wants to put a motion on the floor.
I'll make a motion that we go forward with the grant application
I'll
for
second,
water meters.
I'll second the motion.
Motion by trustee Erb, second by trustee Millet, proceed with the grant for the water meters. Authorize BCA to move forward with the application. All in favor?
I think
Aye.
we got a roll call that way.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Well, I'm an aye. I'm in favor. I thought you had a roll call that for a grant.
Pardon me?
I thought you had to roll call it for a grant.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Doesn't matter, everybody's
Yeah,
in
I
favor.
Mm-hmm.
mean,
Okay.
we're all in favor anyway,
Everybody
so.
see us.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Thanks,
thanks,
Gregor.
Gregor.
Thank you,
All
Gregor.
right, thanks everyone, have a
Yeah.
great night.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks, Thomas.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll do that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Yeah, I talked to Gregor for a while on this, or not Gregor, but Thomas for a while on this.